Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Hey guys, so it's not even 9:30 yet, but I do have to make some calls today, and get some other stuff done. But I'm gonna try to finish up the zodiac stuff. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can, over the next couple days if I can, and then I'm gonna get this uploaded as soon as possible. And then ignore me being in a robe, because I told you before I'm always raising, so that's why the majority of my past vlogs and even some of my current ones are gonna be me in a robe. And I do try my best to change that sometimes, but then it's like I'm always cold, so, and robes are warm, so that's why I wear it throughout the majority of my videos. Anyways, I'm gonna try to continue this about Sagittarius's because it shows Sagittarius at work. Like I said, I don't know if I want to go to that part. I don't think I could, but I just feel like I just don't feel like going to that part right now at the moment. I might get into it later, or it might be like in another little book of mine or a different book. Anyways, this one says intellectual or sporty. So apparently there's two different kinds of Sagittariuses where one can be more about academics while the other one is a physical sport type, and the one that I knew is a physical sport type. Actually, she's very smart with academics too, so she's technically both. But yeah, but it shows careers. It says careers that satisfy your thirst for knowledge include teaching, whether sharing skills with youngers in school or as a lecturer, professor, or expert in a particular area. And then it's saying that you can make the subject sound exciting, and you can also make it interesting. It says you are deeply intrigued by what drives people to accept particular ideas and reject others. And then it says spiritual or humanitarian vocations such as being employed as a charity aid worker, minister, counselor, or politician would satisfy your hankering for meaningful knowledge and study. But then there's another one where it says sports-obsessed Sagittarius are enthusiastic, encouraging coaches and trainers. You can see the bigger picture of what's ahead, and the more challenging the better. You're full of bravado, and you are full of bravado and are eternally optimistic, which is ideal whether you're a team player or going it alone as a professional tennis player or are coaching a school football team. And then it says your punchy energy is infectious, but you rarely look before you leap, and you'll have more than your fair share of accidents and battle scars. Older Sagittarius will have learned to tone down their raucous, I don't know how to pronounce that word correctly. It's a big word for me. Raucous, boisterous side, but most will admit they can still be clumsy. So, and then it says archer in charge, where it says that you're basically happier being the boss rather than you're basically better being the leader rather than following the leader. And then it says outgoing, reasonable, and capable of immense vision, you are natural leadership material. You're the perfect person to be in charge of an overarching message, as you never lose sight of what it is you're trying to achieve on a grander scale. Although impatient when you are bored, you never get tired of hearing your own voice, especially if you're explaining how other people ought to be doing something. You may be in charge, but you're not a strict authoritarian. Good-humored and generous, your spending habits are often out of control, blowing ridiculous sums on making others happy rather than investing back into your company. This probably means you are an inefficient but very popular employer. That's interesting. Like I said, that doesn't apply to everyone. It could apply to some, but it doesn't apply to every single one. Sorry, there's like little quotes that I find a little funny. I don't know why. It's just like, I don't know why. It says Sagittarius work ethic, or it says everyone is entitled to my opinion. That depends on the person. So like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's interesting. And it shows who your most compatible colleagues and least compatible colleagues are. And like I said, this is all general stuff. I don't know how much it will relate to some people or some individuals that are Sagittariuses. But for example, it says most compatible ones are Aquariuses, Scorpios, and Virgos. And your least compatible ones are Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. So it just really depends. Depends on the environment and depends on the job, to be honest. So, aha, there we go. Oops. So, on here it says perfect Sagittarius careers, which is travel agent, entrepreneur, sports coach, teacher, salesperson, spiritual guru, theologian, explorer, politician, overseas aid worker, and then, sorry, my hand's like getting tired, so I'm trying to like angle this a little bit better. Oh, okay, so for Sagittarius friends and family, it says that you basically overspend on your friends a lot. To be honest, I'm that type of person, even though I'm not a Sagittarius. Because it says you are a particularly generous friend who enjoys lavishing attention on your pals, and you have the extravagant credit card bills to show for it. As an outgoing, exuberant person, your social life is a big part of who you are, and you're always on hand to encourage and entertain. Yeah, that's true. So everyone's different, but I wouldn't be surprised if this applied to most, if not all, Sagittariuses that are out there, that they're jokesters. So like, because like I guess joking around and having fun enlightens mood, and I think that's why I'm struggling with something. But anyways, I don't mind sarcastic nature because it's funny to me. When people are like joking and being sarcastic, it's funny. There's also this section where it says the only time you might rub your pals up the wrong way is by refusing to back down in an argument or through your honesty at all costs policy. When you believe you are right about something, there is no shifting you. You can also be terribly blunt. Honesty is important, but you can be more forthright than thoughtful in giving your opinion, which others may take as criticism and find quite hurtful. A little diplomacy will help you open a more tolerant and broad-minded discussion, which is really what you want to happen, rather than being shut down by aggrieved friends the second you start talking about a contentious issue. You also exhibit something of a double standard in your honesty. You are scrupulous when it comes to speaking your truth and hearing others speaking theirs. But if you are entertaining friends with a ripping yarn, you'll think nothing of wildly embellishing or exaggerating your tale for entertainment value. Life is never dull when you're around, and in many ways, your friends are the most important people in your life, so you will go above and beyond to what it takes to make them happy. That's honestly, that's actually like me. Like I said, I'm not a Sagittarius, but I do go above and beyond to some level, probably more than I should. And then there's another one that says Sagittarius at home. Not naturally a homebody, you're always thinking of where to go next, so wherever you choose to lay out your hat may have a temporary feel. You are happiest outdoors in nature, so naturally you'll feel more at home if plants and plenty of light are part of your decor. Which is ironic, because the one that I said will always feel like a little sister to me. The one that I said will always feel like a little sibling to me, or a younger sibling to me. They hate light and will sit in the dark for hours upon hours on end. They do not like light. But maybe they do need light in their life to understand certain aspects. Who knows? Ideally, you'd have large windows you can gaze out from, daydreaming of your next adventure. You have a bigger is better opinion on home furnishings, and your abode may be filled with maps, spiritual figurines, and cultural mementos. Some would say clutter from your many trips. They're not like that at all. They hate clutter. They get rid of stuff. They get rid of, like, even if it's sentimental, they're like, if they feel like it's taking up too much room in their room, or like if it feels like clutter to them, they'll get rid of it and toss it in the trash and stuff. And so it's just like, for me, I keep sentimental things though, because it's like, that's just me. Yeah. And then on here it says your taste is loud, proud, and over the top with a love of bold patterns and wild color schemes. I don't know about now. Who knows? I think they like colors here and there, but not colors. They don't like colors that are like too bright and too out there. They're more in the neutral, unless something changed. Who knows? Oh, this one, okay. So there's Sagittarius parent and Sagittarius child. And so I don't know. These are very short. And so these are interesting because now I'm curious because I know there are some parents and children that are both Sagittariuses living together. And it makes me wonder now. So on here it says, for the Sagittarius parent, you are a superb you are a superb teacher and will naturally pass your openness and curiosity about life onto your children. Scouting, traveling, and enjoying nature will see you at your best, and you'll encourage any sporting abilities and instill a healthy sense of competitiveness and a fearless approach to challenges. For the Sagittarius child, this first sentence is spot on in my opinion. Just spot on. Sagittarian kids love their freedom. That's just like spot on. Whoa. So is the second one in my opinion. They have adventurous spirits and will love to explore. Like, I can definitely see my friend being a traveler. Like, because that's how much they love to travel. And on here it says, they'll push against any rules, but when they're older and you can reason with them, they'll listen to your sound judgment. Sagittarius are the least money-savvy sign of the zodiac, so the earlier you can teach your child about money management, the better. Which, honestly, they're probably better than me at money management, but it wouldn't surprise me if they fell through a crack somewhere, or if that aspect of their life fell through a crack somewhere as I got older. It wouldn't surprise me. Just gonna say that. Oh, so this is basically, so for the healthy Sagittarius, it's basically saying how you can either fall into the human side of the archer or like the horse side of the archer. Like you can either be that or you can fall into both. Meaning you can be both. You could be like literally like basically like I'm not good at interpreting things, but I think it's like you're like basically like half wild but also half down to earth, but also you can get yourself involved in things that you probably, or like not involved in things, but like you can do things or like not be very conscientious or aware of how you phrase things very well to other people, especially to friends. Like on here there's the one that says if you are a sporty, speedy, gym-loving Sagittarius, you'll be robust, energetic, and competitive. And so it's just like, and the sport is the outlet to burn their energies naturally, or burn your energy naturally, or even like and then on here it also mentions about hike, rock climbing, and sailing all appeal to your hail and hearty love for outdoor travel, and traveling is exciting to you, and you just love to explore the world. And it says that you love a challenge, and it says that you have complete faith in your abilities, an excellent teacher. You are an inspiring coach and role model and enjoy encouraging others to achieve their personal best. And then it says thoughtful type of Sagittarian, meaning you prefer to travel to be, okay. So basically, in terms of traveling, you prefer it to where you can learn about things. You want to gain as much knowledge as, you want to constantly learn about different things and different aspects of life. And when you travel, you want the same type of travel where it's like you want to constantly learn about different things because you just want to gain more and more knowledge of different things in life, and maybe like learn more about different cultures depending on where you're traveling to, and just learn as much as you can. Basically like the thoughtful type and more mental type, I feel like, meaning that like you like to absorb knowledge. That's what I mean by that. And it says that you'll be an avid reader with an insatiable curiosity about the people around you. And then it says less interested in physical exercise. It says, luckily, almost all Sagittarians find walking to be therapeutic as it stimulates the mind and the body, soothes your restlessness, and satisfies your curiosity. If I can talk, satisfies your curiosity to see what's around the next corner. And then there's food and drinks. And it says that you guys like to enjoy it in large quantities, which doesn't surprise me, especially if you're the athletic type, because for the athletic types, for anyone, actually it doesn't matter the sign, for anyone who's athletic, no matter what your sign is, I feel like you have bigger appetites than general, like as opposed to peers around you that aren't athletic types, or like say for example aren't in sports or aren't doing any kind of like extracurricular activity in terms of physical exercise or physical activity. You guys, I feel like you guys are more, that's just my take on that. It just, you guys tend to have bigger appetites, which makes sense because the more you exercise, the more you feel and get hungry, which isn't a bad thing. It can be a good thing at times, in my opinion. It just really depends on the person and how much physical activity one gets. Oh, and then it says, you'll find it tricky not to overindulge in the good things. Your ruler Jupiter is not terribly discriminating in its taste. He just wants to expand what is on offer. You are a quantity rather than quality person, a supermarket shopper rather than a specialist grocer, or even better, both. Imagine a medieval banquet with an enormous table creaking with ample portions of meat, jellies, rich puddings, fruit, wine, and beer. That's your kind of dinner. As a party-loving creature of excess, you loathe limiting yourself when you're having a good time, and of course that will probably include enjoying a few beers, glasses of wine, and strong cocktails. This is for the adults, of course. Anyone younger, not so much. You can drink most other zodiac signs under the table, but you'll probably have already learned the hard way that some excesses are more of a headache than others. And then no limits, I think this applies to the food and drink, where it says, all this overindulgence and love of rich foods leads to steady weight gain, and if you're not the sporty Sagittarian type, you'll have a propensity to become a little girthy. And that's like in the lightest hearted way, in my opinion. Oh, that's interesting. On here it says Sagittarians are not usually lithe and lean, and unless you're very athletic, you'll have, of course my body is saying, you'll have a jovial Jupiter returnedness to your body. Okay. Watching your weight does not come naturally, as you rebel against any form of restraint and can be quite undisciplined when it comes to sticking to rules around food. Luckily, most restless fire signs move around so much and have such a high metabolism that you'll burn up plenty of calories just being plain fidgety. And that big brain of yours uses almost as much energy as half an hour on a treadmill. And then I'm going to try to go through this very quickly, where it says body area is high on thips, meaning just be more aware of it. Sagittarians tend to have long, wall-shaped legs and curvy hips, but you may be prone to aches and pains in your thighs and lower back, and sciatica can be a common complaint. Practicing good posture and visiting a physiotherapist before anything too serious develops should keep you lithe and limber. And I do have more to go through, because I do want to try to go through the whole book if I can, so that might take a span of a few days, so I do apologize about that. Hopefully it won't take a span of a few days, because I do want to get through this as much as I can. And I will see you guys in a couple hours. Peace out. Bye. Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna work, because it's probably not gonna work the way that I want this to work. Alright, okay. There's something I want to do, because I do want to make a sandwich, but I also want to finish this zodiac stuff, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to film that. And I'm trying to figure out a quick way to film this dude. Okay. See that? Shit, no. Dang it. Okay, I know this whole thing is not the perfect setup at all, but it should be at least a little doable. So I'm going to be making a sandwich, so that's part of what I want you to see. First things first, I'm going to take this bracelet off, because this is a bracelet I made. Yes, it's one of the ones I've made. On your hair, So, I'll try to get everything set up, and then try my best to read more of the book as I'm making my sandwich. So, I apologize if it looks weird, and it's very weird. Oh, duh. What did I do with that? It's right there. Ooh, instead. Sorry, I was just like thinking about something because I was thinking about cheese for a second. Anyways, so I am gonna try the best to do this where it says, okay, hold on. Oh, that's interesting. This is basically saying you can blindfold a Sagittarius and they'll still figure out where they are. They'll like find a way to find out where they are, and then while they're blindfolded, and they will apparently make friends with everyone in the same area as them once they figure out where they're at. Oh yeah, so once again it's mentioning how you guys live for travel and adventure and exploration. So yeah, there's that. I want to see what else is in here. Sorry, I'm hungry and I meant to make a sandwich earlier and I forgot to, so I got a little distracted. Then apparently one of your happiest moments too is when you are on a long distance road trip or like a long distance travel. I don't know how true that is. Like I said, all Sagittarians are different, and so I don't think this applies to every single one because I don't know who it's referring to more, because I know some signs relate more to stuff like that is in this book, and then other signs are like, no, that's not me at all. I'm like, no, not me. And I don't know if that pertains if it's like a guy or girl Sagittarius or anything like that. Like, so I think it's just like, I feel like it applies to all types. I feel like it applies to, like, it doesn't matter if you're a guy Sagittarius or a girl Sagittarius. I feel like it can apply to all types, if that makes sense. Because I know there's like different zodiac signs and stuff, and I know everyone's into them, and I know both boys and girls are into them. There's also men and women into them. And here's the thing too, is like for the zodiac signs and zodiac charts, it's not, obviously it's not going to be foolproof for everyone, and it's not going to be like tailored to everyone, so everyone's going to be different. Like it might be something completely different for a guy than it is for a girl, for example, or completely different for a girl than it is for a guy, for example. And there's a reason why I'm just saying girl and guy, because I can't speak on the other matters in terms of other genders. So I can't speak on those terms. So look, in terms of zodiac stuff for those individuals, look at your biological gender over the one that you chose to become. If that makes any sense. So yeah, just take a look at it from your biological gender. I'm just gonna put that out there. Just take a look at it that way. Because you might relate to one side more than the other, and the same goes for like guys too. So yeah. And then, basically you're also happiest visiting places visiting places that you've never visited before. Which I can understand that. And then what else does it say in here? Oh yeah, like it's basically just saying exploration. You just love to explore. You want to explore everything. You want to explore every area of the new place that you've never been to. You want to explore every single inch of it. You want to go pretty much everywhere within the place that you're in. That makes sense, or the place that you're visiting. I always have a habit. I always have a habit of putting the knife in the sink when I know I'm gonna need to cut my bread later. So I'm gonna leave it out. Oh, okay. So in here it says, sorry, I need to get out. It basically says, as a sturdy outdoorsy type, you are just fine stripping down to the bare essentials. If truly experiencing the environment, you're in means camping or hiking and washing the clothes off your back wherever you can catch a shower. you gotta take on that challenge with gusto. Whatever gusto means. I don't know what that means. So yeah. There's get packing, there's your kind of place, and other things throughout this book that I do want to discuss more on. And to be honest, I don't mind some pickles. I'm only putting pickles on my sandwich right now. I have plastic, but the only reason I'm using them right now, because they expire on May 30th of this year. So I'm like, you know what, I need to start eating these pickles. I'm not big on them because they're super salty to me. Even though I'm putting like 3 on my sandwich right now, but I do not care. Oh my gosh. So it's saying how you guys so depending on the place that you're planning to visit, in terms of like culture, it says that you're up on the culture of the place that you're planning to visit. Sorry, what? No? Sorry. Some of the pieces in my lettuce is not like fresh. Anyways, so basically it's saying how with the places that you've researched that you want to visit and that you're going to go visit, you have knowledge, you retain knowledge, and you're going to practice some phrases within a dialect for that particular place that you're visiting, whether it's another state or another country. You're going to practice, I guess, like certain phrases or even the language possibly. It doesn't necessarily say specifically language, but I can see that. I can see you guys learning the language for the country or the place that you want to visit. So yeah. Sorry about I'm very picky with like some lettuce because it's like if it doesn't look fresh to me, I'm not gonna use it. I need like the stuff that's like fresh. Makes any sense. And it is the 18th. It's March 18th right now. And this bag, yips. I thought so. My eyes do not always see things the way they should, because I literally thought this said March 25th on it. I'm like, why? And I just realized it's March 15th. I know it says used by March 15th. No wonder why I'm getting bad pieces on here. Or gross pieces. Not bad, but like just gross pieces to me. It's really not going to do any harm if it's like semi-gross, but they're not fully gross, if that makes sense. So it's just like, yeah. Now, like as I'm trying to dig through the bag, I just guess I'm not like trusting it. And I just don't like wilted lettuce in general, or wilted anything. So there's totally that too. I wanna sorry, I just it was like wilted spinach pieces, I think, but there's no spinach in here. I would say like the red leaves that's like getting on my fingers. That aren't like super, the ones that don't look super terrible are the ones I'm gonna grab, but it's like worse than others, like a lot worse than others. Yes, I know, just on cheese, 2 slices of cheese on here. I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but I don't care right now. I'm gonna go sit you guys up in the family room. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, I know that I'm like all in a dress and everything. I know that I'm like in a dress and everything, and I know I said that in the last clip, but I'm actually gonna go change real quick and I will be right back. Hey guys, I am back now and I'm actually a lot more comfortable. I just honestly wanted to Anyways, I honestly just wanted to get out of that dress, so I'm back and I'm going to try to find a way to set my camera up real quick for the continuation of the zodiac stuff, and I will be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back, and sorry for such a weird angle. I'm going to try my best, obviously not while I'm eating, but I'm going to try my best to do this as I'm eating, kind of, if that makes sense. I have the book in the wrong place, so I'm going to try this a little bit differently. I might just have to have it next to me, even though I don't want to hold it, but I might have to. I have a choice. So let me Okay, in here it mentions how. Sorry if it's stuck in my tooth. So for the packing aspect, it says you crave an authentic experience of your chosen places, so you won't be interested in that tourist trail. You'll have discovered where the locals go to eat and will note down any interesting side trips to include on your itinerary. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know how true this is, but it says that you're a seasoned traveler. So I don't know what they mean by seasoned, but on here it says, you are an impatient, haphazard backpacker. It's a boring necessity that you'd rather someone else took care of. Meaning, like, despite the love of traveling, you guys hate packing for travel. Like, that's what I get from that, is that, like, even though you guys love traveling, love adventure, and love exploration, and love exploring new places, and being in new places, despite that, you guys all just hate packing and hate the process of packing and just find it too tedious to do and would rather not do it and would rather have someone else do it for you. At least that's what I take from that. Oh yeah. So I know everyone's different and this could apply to all zodiac signs who travel or not. But it says one thing to keep in mind is that you will definitely be bringing back more items than you'll be taking with you because you cannot resist souvenirs and mementos of your adventures. It's basically just saying how guidebooks and maps would take up the majority of your space. Or the majority of what's going to be your luggage. I think for this, it just really depends on where you're traveling to. It depends on if you're going to go camping or if you're going to go somewhere else and like where you're traveling to and if there's going to be a lot of bugs or not. But on here it says, guidebooks and maps will take up the bulk of your baggage weight, as will the latest inventions in mosquito repellent, sunscreen, walking shoes, GPS tech, and the ultimate accident-prone Sagittarius accessory first aid kit. Given you're not all accident-prone to my knowledge. To be honest, I'm the one that's accident-prone. This is interesting. It says, you'll probably be so excited at the prospect of your adventure that you'll not realize you have forgotten your passport until you are at the airport check-in desk. And it says your kind of place, meaning this, I think this varies from each individual, because it says you're more of a snorkeling with the sharks and the Galapagos kind of person than a beach bum. So on here it says you dislike being tied down to a particular schedule or having to wait for other people to make up their minds about what they want to see and do, so you're pretty content to travel alone. You can sleep with your boots on, let your hair go au natural, and don't have to worry who you'll awake with their snoring. If you're a Sagittarius and snore, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm just curious. I'm asking that out of curiosity, out of pure curiosity. And then it says you crave wide panoramas, big skies, and wild nature. Exotic tours and big game safaris will raise your pulse, as would aurora spotting in the frozen wilds of Scandinavia. You'd be thrilled to fly over volcanoes or try whitewater rafting through the Grand Canyon. If your budget allows, you'll want to discover Atlantis and check out the remains of ancient ruined cities. But if your wallet is empty, hiking in the Scottish Highlands with just a tent and flask of soup will suit you just fine. And here's this mention where it says Sagittarius' favorite places: Pompeii, Madagascar, Polynesia, cattle ranching, Zimbabwe walking safari, whale spotting, outer Mongolia, Inca trek, New Zealand, and Siberia. Which I find very, very interesting. And then on here, ooh, looks like you guys also have a travel ethic, where it says, it doesn't matter where we go, just so long as we go. Meaning you're willing to explore everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Oh, ooh, this one gets into the birth date personalities. Discover your personal forecast for the day of your birth. These are the ones that are like interesting to me. So I guess it starts on November 23rd. And I really don't want to do the paragraph stuff. I'm just going to do the little strengths, weaknesses, and the little small bubbles, like the this side mostly, because I really don't want to go through this because it's probably just going to take too long. It's just 2 separate sides, and I'm not good at paraphrasing. So for November 23rd, your strengths are positive thinker and intuitive. Weaknesses is show off, at times naive. And then meditation. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. And then there's November 24th. The strengths are humorous and compelling. Weakness is critical and scathing. And then meditation. Anyone can live sweetly, patiently, lovingly, purely till the sun goes down. Strengths for November 25th is cheerful and positive. Weaknesses is restless and overdramatic. And then meditation on here says excess on occasion is exhilarating. And then here is November 26th. Your strengths are captivating and enthusiastic. And then the weaknesses is volatile, a risk taker. And then meditation. Your mind is your instrument. Learn to be its master and not its slave. Interesting. I might briefly read some of the paragraph descriptions later, but right now I just want to get through this. So for November 27th, the strengths are cheerful and sincere. Weaknesses are fidgety and slapdash. Meditation. A calm mind is not disturbed by the waves of thoughts. November 28th. Strengths. Explorer, wise mentor. Weaknesses is cautious, desires to be admired. Meditation. One's first step in wisdom is to question everything. November 29th. The strengths are bright and pioneering. Weaknesses are impractical, a dreamer. Meditation. Be what nature intended you for and you will succeed. November 30th. And then, okay. November 30th is strengths, motivational and intrepid. Sorry, I don't know what that word means. Weaknesses is unfocused and irritable. Meditation is only great passions can elevate the soul to great things. And then I'm going to stop on December because I really want to finish my food. Because I'm just going to end up going through this whole book if I don't. So I'm going to stop right here. And I am going to see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Like I said, I get distracted easily. And it's going to be cleaning with me. So, because I need to clean, and I actually promised my mom that I would have a surprise for her. So I'm going to try my best to get this as clean as possible, as quickly as possible, if she's not going to be home in the next, like, 15 minutes. But I'm making coffee as well, just as a heads up. So I'm actually going to, oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm trying to figure out which cup I want to use, because, yes, I got a couple new cups, to be honest. I couldn't help it. Like, one... So to be honest, this actually is literally affordable in my opinion. It was a good deal. I absolutely just love this color. There's literally like there actually is a color called Sage Green, and it's become my all-time favorite color. This is basically that color. It's like that. I think it's like probably approximately that color, or if you consider this maybe a mint green or something. Either way, it's still really pretty, and I love this color to pieces. It's become one of my favorite colors. Along with another one. Not necessarily this. I think I just got inspired with this. And this actually is dishwasher safe. I just love the style of it. It is so cool to me. I love stuff like this. I don't know why. And I went a little overboard. So now I'm debating like what I want to do, because I need to make coffee and I want to do iced coffee. But I think I have an idea for this one, because I can actually add espresso to this. But now I'm debating because if this, so I don't know about our dishwasher because it's white. And in terms of like stainless steel dishwashers, if this can go through a dishwasher very easily, then I'm thinking it can hold hot liquids. It is also microwave and oven safe up to 570 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually really cool in my opinion. But to be honest, due to the fact that it's glass, I'm scared to microwave it, so I haven't tested that yet. So if any of you have this exact same thing or something very similar and actually have attempted to microwave it, please let me know in the comments down below how that worked for you, and let me know if like glass broke or if it was just super hot. And if it actually like stayed intact, because I just feel like glass can break. I know, like, I feel like this kind of glass can break, but I don't know if it can, because these are tumblers, so tumblers are usually double insulated. I could say that word correctly. So I just love this, and I'm going to show you something else because I do need to clean it before I do that. I'm probably going to do this because I can put an espresso shot down at the bottom of this, because I've done that before and I know that that works. So just so you know, I had enough stars for this. So I just thought this was like the cutest little thing ever. Look at that color. Like, sorry like the lighting of my camera does not do this color justice at all. It is like the cutest little like peachy pink. It's like literally the perfect, it's literally peach. Like it's a peachy pink color and it's the perfect color. And I cannot describe it. Like, it's just like, oh, that is like so off. This is like a corally peach. Yeah, this is definitely like peach color. Like, it's definitely like a peachy pink. So it's like a peachy pink coral. It's like the perfect blend of the colors peach and coral mixed together, but white, if that makes sense. But I like to call it peachy pink. So I just like, yeah, I need to wash this right now. And I'm actually gonna do this. I'm like, I am so happy because I know stuff like this sells out like very quickly, in my opinion. Or it seems like it sells out very quickly, so I'm gonna wash that. Oh, I got like dirt on myself. No, I was thinking about something because I'm like, can this hold 12 ounces? Oh, that answers my question. Yes, yes it can. I'd rather just wash and dry it later. Do something else for now. And then I am going to, what am I gonna do? Oh. FYI, no joke, this is all just coincidental. Coincidental. The shirt was intentional. Everything else, coincidental. I promise you. Let me show you. So yes, I love my stitch shirt. But then I also just happen to be in my stitch pants because I just wanted to change into sweatpants and they just happen to be my stitch ones. So yes, I am like in stitch gear right now, as I like to call it. Stitch clothes, not gear. Sorry, wrong wording. And then the mug I go for is my stitch mug. Literally. Lilo, Stitch, and the characters from the... oh, this is from Lilo and Stitch 2. I have not seen that movie in so long. I want to watch that again. Yes, there is a Lilo and Stitch 2, I believe, because there's this little, like, I think this is, like, Lilo's from what I remember from the first movie, and then I think this is, like, another little thing. I think it's, like, a, Stitch's girlfriend from what I remember. So, like, sorry if you can, like, sorry if you can't see that. Right here. The little pink one, the pink little alien thingy. Not alien thing, but, like, you know what I mean. So I believe that's, like, Stitch's girlfriend from Lilo and Stitch 2, so I'm so happy right now. Like, I love my Stitch. Stitch makes me happy. I don't know why, it just does. It just, for some reason, I love that movie to pieces. So I'm gonna come back to this, because I need to, like, wake up, because I totally forgot the dishwasher's clean, and I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but then I'm like, I really want to do this, so I can at least put stuff in the dishwasher, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And yes, I need the sugar to keep myself up because I'm like so tired and I'm like ready to fall asleep right now for some reason. Even though I did have a frappuccino earlier, so I wanted one and it just sounded good and no. Cool. So right now I'm just making my own little stuff. So I just need as much sugar, not as much sugar as possible, but a lot of sugar. Ow. Whatever. And I'm really bad at drinking water, so I'm trying my best to get my water intake in. That's what I was gonna do. Oh, I'm ready. Use it and especially this one.
I never really know what's going on.
I forgot how loud that thing is.
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out.
Not bad. Not too so bad. I'm gonna pop this in the freezer. But right now I don't care because I'm just that person. And I need motivation to unload the dishwasher. Like I said, I'm tired, and I promised my mom I'd have a surprise for her, so which meant like cleaning the whole house, but I didn't want to tell her that. And, or at least most of it. She's probably gonna be home very soon, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm just trying to watch this one on my camera because I know I'm gonna have to upload a bunch of videos. So I have this like little container, not container, but I have this container at my mom's house. I just have a little backsplash, I feel like, for, oh, flour. That figures. Oops. I need to put the bird up here as I am still filming. I like a bunch of these. I'm like obsessed with this style right now. I'm like, I love this color. It's so cool to me. Like this is so cool to me. I think there's just something just satisfying about doing this on it for some reason. I don't know what it is. So I hope my voice went very weird right there for a second. So like, sorry if that's annoying. I apologize. But I think there's just something, since my nails aren't like fully clipped, I think there's just something satisfying about doing that on this. But I got quite a few of them. One of these days I'll show you all of them. Kind of like an idea. That makes sense. Like I said, my mom's a little snacker, so. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn this off and then turn it back on because it's it's at about 20 minutes right now, and my thing cuts out at 24 minutes for some reason, and I'm now gonna have to upload some videos tonight. Okay, I'm back now. My thing wants to cut out quite a bit, so let's see. 2 tablespoons is so little. That's totally off. So I'm just gonna grab something that I feel like can be convenient if she ends up meal prepping. But who knows if my mom will or not tonight. This is handy in my opinion. It's really, really cool. It's like double-sided. So she can have, for example, she can have her like salad if she has a salad, and then she could have something right here, a little snack like chips and stuff if she wanted to, and have her meat-based stuff right here. This thing is clean. Okay. I suppose that works. Oh, that was even washed. Great. Hopefully for that matter. Okay. add some fun to it. Oh my gosh, no joke. No joke, I'm not kidding you. I literally thought I was super but it was the reflection of the sun. No, it was like the reflection of the sun. So yeah. Okay, so I know my camera's only at 7 minutes. I really don't want it to cut out on you guys. I will definitely film again in a little while. I'm probably gonna do it in my room because my mom's probably gonna be home by then, depending on what she can and can't hear. Because to be honest, she actually can't hear a lot of things. Like, no offense, but still, there's a lot of things she cannot hear right now. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna do whatever I can to clean as much as I can and do as much as I can and like organize stuff. And I will see you guys later. Bye.